So I live in Arizona, where the population of Black people is like 4.6%. And I'm sure you can imagine that means that there weren't a lot of Black clinicians out here. I've worked in spaces where I'm the only Black clinician, and when I became clinical manager, I was the first Black clinical manager a lot of my staff at the time had any interaction with throughout their career. And I never had a Black clinical manager. So, I never had a model for how to navigate these spaces, and it kind of felt like flying the plane as I'm building it in a lot of ways and trying to create a blueprint for something that I just never seen. And a lot of the advice that I was getting was advice that came from like a space of trauma in terms of minimizing myself and my Blackness to make white people feel comfortable and minimize attack, right? Which didn't really serve the populations that I was working with or that my therapists at the time were working with. When I use the adaptive information processing model, I honor the fact that a lot of my clients are like me and they're coming in wearing multiple hats and feeling unsafe, unsure, threatened, and even isolated. And I take the time to get to know all of my clients and their parts. I'm curious about where those parts developed, where they learned certain values, how they adapted their behavior to survive in spaces that aren't always so kind to them. And while no amount of desensitization will cure racism, I've seen EMDR help my clients to expand their window of tolerance, be more attuned to what's happening in their bodies, and learn more meaningful ways of taking care of themselves.